Dun 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 dun. I'm already starting, Rob. I'm already starting. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I've been hearing it for the last 3 days.
You're gonna hate this episode because I think the opening song is gonna be that song too. Just doing it.
That's rough.
Soccerholics podcast with Rob and João. Welcome
Yes,
for episode
welcome.
6, baby.
Episode 6.
That's right.
One more episodes than the amount of goals that Bayern scored on Stuttgart this week.
Yes. You were there. You were at the game.
I was there.
Tell us about it, Rob. Tell us about it.
So let me tell you, it was amazing. It was, so far this season, that's like the second big event that I've had. I did the opening home game, got to march in with, the ultras. And then this one was, it wasn't as big because it's not opening. But I was on the train with my daughter's boyfriend and a friend of his. And as we're like pulling up to the stadium, we see the Bayern ultras being escorted by the Polizei, the German police. And because there's always going to be some type of fighting, and there was some fighting after this.
Oh, really?
And we should have left that on the field, but so we had a couple beers. My daughter's boyfriend was telling me some stuff. What not to do, what to do, not to take videos, because So even like when on the Ultras webpage, they blur out everybody's faces on every picture that they post. Yeah, it's
interesting.
wild. So I'm like looking for my face in there, and I can't see it because it's blurred out.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. So they blur out both sides. So the Bayern fans, and then also the Stuttgart fans.
So the way that the stadium is, like where behind the goal is where the ultras, where the teams sit, and then on the other side, in one of the corners, that's where the away fans always sit. So they're nowhere near each other.
Yeah, that's where you were.
Do it. No, I was with the Stuttgart supporters. I was on the behind the goal. Yeah. But when they post on their website, they blur everybody's faces, so nobody, because sometimes they're using pyro, they're doing whatever. So my daughter's boyfriend Amir, he told me, just wear black, wear some shoes that you don't care if people step on, and don't wear anything red because, that's Bayern's colors.
That's right.
And he said, you might want to bring something extra because you might get like covered in beer. So, game starts. We just walk in. It's standing only. There's no sitting. There's no seats. There's only seats in that section during international games, so like Europa League or if Germany's playing there.
Do they allow beer? Do they allow you to have a beer while you're
100%?
Okay, yeah.
There was.
I told you I went to that one game, in Napoli, and they're like, no beer, Champions, no beer.
Yeah, because it's Champions League. Yeah, but for domestic league, you can. There's a lot of beer. So we get to where we're standing. Everybody around, it's like a big family. Like it was actually really great. And then the game started. So he warned me beforehand, you're not really going to be able to see much because there's flags waving in front of you. There's people yelling, there's jumping, and there's crouching, all this craziness. Conrad, what's his name? Limer scored the first goal for Bayern. Actually, a really good goal. He did like this back heel or whatever. Not a big deal. Didn't really deflate the crowd. And then the moment that I was waiting for, Nicholas Nartai scores a goal, and I go to look over to Amir to give him a hug, high five, or whatever, and I kind of look up and behind me, and I see this wave of beer. I see it coming, and it just hits me on the face.
Oh my god!
And, I'm like all wet, but I don't care. I'm like, we just scored. Who cares? I'm wiping my face off. I don't care. Everybody's high fiving, and then they said it was offside. So it wasn't even.
That's
wasn't
right.
Even worth
Wait,
it.
so that was a celebratory beer. That was like people jump, going freaking out, and then throwing their beer
absolutely.
up in the air.
So I didn't care about that. I was excited, a little bit of beer, whatever. And I think at that point, I was like 2 or 3 beers in anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Right.
But that was probably the high point of the match, because after that, I'll say this: we stuck with them for like up to 65 minutes. It was 1-0. And then Harry Kane came in and he ended with a hat trick, and that was basically the end of it for us. To come on as a sub and then you get a hat trick. Yes, one of those was a penalty. We did go down to 10 men. But to come on and do that, it makes us seem like, we're, the Washington Generals and we're playing against the Harlem Globetrotters. That's how it felt. But, for the first 65 minutes, we were right there. So, but I put in the notes, it was a trash performance by our team. Yeah, trash performance by our team. But it was a great experience. It's not something I'll do multiple times a year because, standing is hard. And there's like crouching. There's so much cheering. I came home. My voice was gone. My wife was like, oh, my God. Like, she couldn't. I couldn't really make it. It didn't sound like me, I'll say. But it was a great experience. It
sounds amazing.
Great. No one was really upset after because it's Bayern. The refs are going to give them certain things. They call it the Bayern bonus. There were fouls that they were committing that they weren't calling. Every time we looked at a Bayern player, they called a foul. It seemed like wasn't a lot of yellow cards in it. I know there was one red.
You had a red. You had a red in the 81st minute.
Yeah. That was a blatant handball. I mean, it wasn't as blatant as the one that Van Dijk did a couple weeks ago, but it was pretty blatant. It is what it is. But
insane.
Yeah, great experience. I will do it again. Probably not this season. Maybe next season. It was great. All the people around us, they were all welcoming. Everybody seemed to know each other, and it was a great experience. So I thank Amir for taking me. He promised me that he would do that for me and let me go with him to sit in the curve, and it was great.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. And then, you're not going to want to hear it, but also get to see live. I'm jealous totally because you get to see live. Harry Kane scored a hat trick in that game with one of them being a penalty. But that's exciting. I mean, to me, obviously this is your team. They're, it's not the greatest outcome for you at all. Yeah, but at the same time, like you put that aside and you think, from
true. The experience,
love of footy. I
can say that I got to see Harry Kane in person and a hat trick. Yeah, I can say that.
Unless I go to Germany, and he comes to MLS or something, I won't. I may never see the guy.
Hey, so you never know. You're lucky. You come. I'm not that far from Munich. You come over.
Yeah.
We'll sit with the Stuttgart away fans. And, go to their trash stadium in Munich.
I'm telling you. It's I don't think it's too far from now. I won't go into much detail, but my son might be doing like a thing in Austria.
Okay.
Yeah, and at some point I think they might be going to Germany. I don't know, but we're mulling over. Over Germany / Austria trip. If anybody's going to Germany though, it's going to be me and you and I. I'm telling you, there's gonna be beer.
Yes,
and there's going to be footy, and I'm very excited about this. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. Yeah. But if we do go to a Bayern Stuttgart game, I promise I'll root Stuttgart. Okay, I won't. I won't Bayern you. I promise. I promise. But yeah, no, I mean we jumped right into the footy, which you were there, and that's very exciting. And 5-0. So it was at home in Stuttgart. I totally messed it up because I thought I don't know why that it was at Bayern.
Yeah.
And then you were in the way I imagined it for whatever reason it was at Bayern. And then you were in the away side behind the goal, and then watching the dun 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 dun. So they don't play. So they don't play that when the.
No, not at all. I mean, did have to hear the Bayern fans, every time they scored.
Yeah.
Cheering and blah blah blah, but I'm glad I wasn't in Munich and having to hear that trash goal song that they have. So yeah,
I'm sure it would get kind of annoying after a while. And I'm jealous because you got to see Diaz, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I absolutely did. I was giving him the stink eye. I was giving Harry Kane the stink eye the whole time. Yeah, there might have been some middle fingers thrown up at them when they were coming down our end.
Sure.
Yeah.
I remember I texted him like, "How's Diaz looking person?" You're like, "He looks pure evil," or something like that.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
No goal for him though. Yeah. No goal for him. So
but he played well. I mean, he did play well. So, I mean, I think everybody on Bayern played well because they just made us look like we weren't in the same league as them.
Yeah. It sounds like an amazing game. Not the greatest outcome for you. Just as far as, probably atmosphere was amazing. And
it was, 100%. And
beer being thrown at you. Sounds amazing.
Completely sold out. It was nice.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Oh, cool. Lucky. Yep. You lucky bastard. Yeah. Popping over to the look at us. We're just getting right into the footy. Usually we banter for like 20 minutes, and people are like, "What are they talking about?" And we're serious today. We're jumping right into it. I thought we can pop over to English Premier over the weekend. The Fulham Manchester City. You had this was a little better of an outcome for you with the ended with Manchester City 5-4. Yeah, as well, I was going to say it was 5-4. Like I that was absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous amount of goals that got scored. Hold on, I'm trying to look for the result for this because this is one of those that just kind of like went over my head because I had so much stuff going on prior to that.
I'm being that guy who's looking for it too. Let's see. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, you know what? It was the I got confused because it was double whammy English Premier League games because we had games over the week and then we had games into the weekend. So Fulham, and that was the question about whether Foden is back and it looks like he is back.
It looks like Foden is back.
Yeah, absolutely. It starts off with a Holland in the 17th minute, and then Randers. Yeah.
Yep.
If I don't know how to pronounce somebody's name, I go Southern for no reason.
We're both probably saying it wrong. It's probably Rangers or something like that. Yeah.
That's Randers over there scoring at 37 minutes in. And then you got a Foden in the 44th minute. Fulham do come back, so it's at this point it's 3-1. It's 3-1 with Fulham hitting a goal in squeaked it right in right at the end of the first half. So it's 3-1, and then Foden scores again in the 48th minute. Then there's an own goal, so at this point it's already 5-1.
Oh,
and then you're thinking, okay, this is like a normal over. Manchester. It's over. This is a Manchester City type of game. They're going to be. This is these are the kind of score lines that we are typically used to for Manchester City. But
especially early in the season for them too. Yeah, absolutely.
Then insane Iwobi scores in the 57th minute for Fulham. Chukwueze scores in this.
Name.
It was a great. I wish that was my name. In the 72nd minute, and then he squeezes in another goal in the 78th minute. And at this point, it's 5-4. And this is the nail biter part because obviously, I'm rooting for Fulham at this point.
And I'm just sweating, hoping that Man City doesn't drop points here. So it came close. And if it wasn't for that own goal, this would have been a completely different game. Who knows what would have happened? Man City only had one goal in the second half.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, that own goal that's scored by somebody else. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's been going on with Holland. It just seems like, I don't know, Foden is stepping up. I'm convinced that he is trying to cement his way onto that English national team because there was some doubt for a while whether or not he was going to get selected by Thomas Tuchel.
That's right.
So he's trying to do his thing. He didn't take 90 minutes off this time like he did last game, but he's back. He is back. Phil Foden is back.
Yeah, I would say. I think Erling Haaland. I'm looking up the stats here. He already does have 20 goals. In the and I think it's all competitions. 15 for Premier League, if I'm reading this right. So Haaland still, he's still hitting the back of the net. But yeah, Foden, he had some injury, and then there were cases where he didn't always start. I don't know if it was a confidence thing, but now it's like he's getting some great goals in there and sealing a deal for City. So I'm curious if he is back. This is a double whammy game for him, where he's like we had our last episode is Foden back from that previous game, and now he's he's still doing it for City. So. Yeah, so that popped. I feel like City moved up to.
Well, let's see. I got all my in second right now, 2 points behind Arsenal.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. You have Arsenal at 33 points and City at 31 points.
Yep. And they have the same goal differential. You see that? City's allowing more goals, but
you're right.
They're also scoring more than Arsenal. Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's that time of year. I don't know. Slow and steady sometimes wins the race, and everybody's gunning for Arsenal. So,
yeah. And Arsenal had their loss, and I was hoping that they had a loss this weekend. Because I pray that both Arsenal and City lose. And I always say too that I would prefer, if Liverpool obviously isn't going to win the league, I'd prefer an Arsenal to win the league over a City winning the league.
City.
But I do pray as their games go. So I saw with the Arsenal loss, I was hoping that we would walk away with the win, which was looking kind of like we were going to. So we're now in the 10th spot, Liverpool, after the game this weekend, which was Saturday the 6th. It was nice, not too late, not too early game, 9:30 a.m. PST my time. Leeds versus Liverpool ended with a 3-3 draw.
That's a nice little brunch time right there, too.
Yeah. Right? Nice. By halftime, I'm thinking, is it beer o'clock yet? Is it beer o'clock?
I mean, you can start off with some mimosas and then just lead right into the beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Ooh, yeah. I haven't done a mimosa situation in quite some time. I feel kind of weird, like, doing, like, a fancy mimosa in the morning by myself, like, down on the couch. Everyone's still sleeping, and I'm, like, making a mimosa.
Hey, get it done. And then slide into the beer once everybody wakes up.
We'll see how it works. But I'm also going to be afraid, too, that if I say I do that one time and then my team wins, then I'll have, like, the superstition of, like, I'm always going to have a morning mimosa.
Exactly. Even if it's midweek.
4:30 a.m. The game starts out amazing. Ekitike scores like a back-to-back within 2 minutes of each other on the 48th and 50th minute in the first half. And I'm thinking, Ekitike, yes, like, is this it? Where finally here's this guy, started out with some controversy, scored that goal when he already had a yellow card, took off his jersey, got another yellow card, and then Arne Salah was not very happy about that, and it's been kind of iffy ever since then. And then there was cases where, he had trouble on the pitch and couldn't get the goals in, and here we are scoring. And I'm thinking, okay, this is it,
At this point, I'm thinking the game's over at this point.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that Leeds can come back.
It was wonderful. And of course, there was a Konate situation in the second half in the 73rd minute. So at this point, we got the whole second half, a lot of back and forth, a lot of almost, some really close chances. But Konate, to me, I didn't think it was a penalty. You had Konate, he was a little late coming in to a slide.
And it was close to the touchline, too. Yeah, that was
close to the touchline, and then you knew, and the player was waiting for the contact. He knew what was up, and he didn't like crazy milk it where he like rolled around for 45 minutes, but like he was waiting for the contact, and he was hitting the ground in a certain way where it looked like it. Yeah, and well, initially
it was questionable.
They didn't call it as a penalty, and then of course they went to VAR, and I'm like, well, they're going to call it a penalty when they watch anything in slow motion. It looks like he punched the guy in the face over and over again.
Brass knuckles and everything.
So there was a Konate foul in the box, goes into penalty. It's a 3-1 at this point. I'm not terrified, but it is game on with the 2-1. Obviously, always a game on with 2-1. They score, though, 2 minutes later, tie up the game in the 75th minute. Shivlazak. That's right, baby. That's right. I have a guy at work who has this very similar name, and so how I remember how to sort of pronounce his name. It's the B that freaks you out. So when you look at Civilized, when you look Civilized, if you look at Civilized's last name, the B, so my thing now is I think of this guy at work, his name, which is similar, and then I kill the B that's in his name, don't even think about it, and then it comes out to Civilized, which works. I think it's right.
For me, I take both the Z's out because that makes it easier. Soboslai. If you take the
B that messes me up. It's the B that messes me up. Subu's, yeah. And anyway, he scores in the 80th minute. It's 3-2. I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna walk away with these with the 3 points. And then of course, which is like, if you're a Leeds fan, you're absolutely going bonkers at this point, where they equalized in the it's 6 minutes into extra time, so like right at the end. I think it was if I can remember, it was something like 9 minutes extra time.
It was. Yep.
With all the fouling and all the goals and so on. They come back in and they squeak it into to share the points, which again, it's not a loss, so I'm not falling apart like it was before, but it would have been nice to walk away with the W. But again, if you're a Leeds fan,
it was a good goal by Tanaka. that was a good goal. But I'm starting to think that every time that either I look at the score for Liverpool or I say something, that I'm like jinxing them.
What are you doing to me, Rob? What are you doing?
Look at scores anymore for Liverpool. I mean, if you think about it though, looking at the table, they're sitting in 10th, but they're only one win off of a Champions League place right now. So anything is possible, but I'm not gonna comment. But it was a really good game. And
did you?
TK,
yeah.
What's that?
No, I was gonna say, did you in like right around the 75th minute say Liverpool was gonna win this game?
I don't know. I may have texted that to you. I don't know. I might have.
God damn it, Rob. God damn it. No, you're right. Looking at the points, it's not. It's early days. It's getting a little less early days, but still early days. Arsenal's a clear 10 points ahead of Liverpool.
Yeah.
We're tied up. We're tied up with Sunderland of all teams and Brighton. Yeah, I mean, if even if we won, say we won the next game, would get us into 26 points, and Chelsea and Man U and Everton and Brighton, Sunderland lost for whatever reason, we would pop up. We would pop up to we tie up with Crystal Palace in the fourth spot. So it's like it's a race, but it's not a nice race.
But you also have to keep in mind, how crazy December is in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So match day 17, that's December 20th, 21st, and 22nd. You got games. Then the day after Christmas and the 27th, you have games. Then December 30th and the 1st, you have games. And then you have match day 20 is on the 3rd and 4th. So that's like 4 games in a very, very short window that could completely change the entire complexion of the table that we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
So anything is possible.
True. All right. I like your positive Rob today. I like it. I'm gonna go with that. I do want to talk about the controversy with Mo Salah these days. And I'm curious what your thoughts on it. So folks who don't know or not following Liverpool, but it is a thing where Arne Slot is not playing him. Mo Salah wears his emotions on his shoulders, and often when he probably shouldn't, does talk to the press when he feels a certain way. So it's a very similar, I think, people are looking at it to when whenever Cristiano Ronaldo went to Manchester United, and then Eric Ten Hag started benching him. He didn't like that very much.
Piers Morgan.
Yeah, he didn't like that very much. So I think there's two camps. There's like the camp that's with Mo Salah, and I'm kind of on that camp a little bit where it's he is a legend. He's done a lot for the club, and he's like my favorite player of all time. If I was a tattoo guy, I'd probably have a Mo Salah. And yes, maybe just like everybody else, I don't blame him for not being prime in this season and scoring 1 million goals, because again, you got a brand new team here, and then with the new team, you got to learn how to play with everybody. It was last season. I mean, he helped. I mean, if it weren't for Mo, maybe they wouldn't even have won the league. So again, he's done a lot for the club, but I think we're in a situation too where he doesn't. He's got an ego. He feels like he's done a lot for the club. Maybe there isn't a lot of maybe there isn't a lot of conversations why he's being benched, but I think he feels like, okay, the problem here that Liverpool isn't winning is because maybe players like Mo Salah, and so he's benching him. He's not starting him anymore. So I think it was like 3 or 4 games in a row where Mo did not start, and I think in the last game he didn't even play. In this game they thought they were going to take the cake, and then Sunderland, they came back, or the Leeds came back. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the situation?
So, I think with the amount of players that were brought in, this past transfer window. I mean, I don't know how old Mo Salah is. Did he just sign a new contract last year?
It's like 33 or something. Yeah, they gave him a very lucrative contract for another year or 2. I think it is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
something along those lines. Yeah.
So that is kind of weird. I mean, plus, he is coming off of winning the league last year. I don't know. I don't know who made those decisions, because you had Wirtz come in, you had Frimpong, who still really hasn't been playing much, come in. Just a slew of players that are gonna. I mean, you want there to be competition, obviously, but he's the guy. Like, they gave him this huge deal to keep him with the team, and now you're not even using him. But I think too that because he's gonna leave in about a week to go to play with Egypt, so I think maybe he's just frustrated thinking that he was going to show up, ready to play for Egypt after having, so many matches under his belt already in December, and he's not getting that. Like, you want to go into the Africa Cup of Nations, pretty, I don't want to say like warm, but you want to go into it not kind of cold. Like, you want to have those games under your belt. He's just not getting that. So I can imagine the frustration. Plus, the team is not in the spot where they probably feel like they should be, but maybe going away and going to play for his national team, maybe that'll help him. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he'll think about his future come January when the transfer market opens. I don't know. Maybe that's their plan. Maybe that's Liverpool's plan, is to move him on. But I think Liverpool is a better team when Mo Salah is playing. Like, he's a problem. Like, I know, especially when he plays against Man City, it seems like every time he goes to Manchester, he scores, like whether he's playing United or City. And I don't know, maybe he feels that by him not being on the field, that's why the team's not doing as well. Or who knows, there might be other stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know. And, I don't know, because he came out and talked to the press, so maybe we do know everything.
So he feels like he's being thrown under the bus. That's his thing. He feels like he's being blamed for, Liverpool just not playing like they played the previous season. He feels that it's not his problem. So
that's probably a guy that's moving on. I don't know where he would go. Probably someplace else in the Premier League. I can't imagine where. But
Saudi Arabia.
Nice. That's
Saudi Arabia.
But
that's probably where you'll go.
He's only 33. No, there's a nice club in southwestern Germany that wears red. That we would welcome him with open arms.
He does look good in red.
Right? I mean, there's only a little bit of red there, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, don't go to Saudi yet. Go to Saudi. Yeah. Sign with a great Bundesliga team. For January to May, and then go to Saudi.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yep. Yeah.
Finish it out in Europe.
I know. I'm with you on that. But I don't think he can. He's too much of folks who are either haters or not most a lot of Liverpool fans. Yeah. But I think he's considered a Liverpool legend. He's definitely going to go down.
Absolutely.
Of course. And so I don't see him playing for anybody else unless he goes away and comes back, like Henderson did. He went off to Saudi Arabia for a while, and then he came back. I think he hit was it Sunderland or I can't remember.
I don't know where
I can't remember.
Was it Burnley or something?
Something like that. So I don't know. So I don't imagine him staying in the English Premier League, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, he could come to Germany.
Well, if you're listening, there's a spot for you at Stuttgart.
You might have to take a little pay cut because we don't have that much money. You might have to take a slight pay cut. But I don't
know what his contract was. I'm sure
it's crazy. Premier League money is crazy.
He wanted more money. It was, I remember the end of the last season. Remember that whole sort of controversy. It dragged on a while whether they were going to sign Mo or not sign Mo, and the fans were on edge of their seat. But I think it had to do with more of the money.
I read something too that part of the reason that some fans think that they signed him to this new deal was because to appease the fans, because they had already lost Alexander-Arnold, and he was on a free, so they were like, we're going to lock down Mo Salah. Yeah. But what's the point of locking him down if you're not going to play him?
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like Mo on the bench. I think he can add. I think he's Mo Salah. I think he can add to it. So I don't know.
Exactly.
He likes the Gakpos. I love Gakpo. I thought I think he is hit or miss. Literally, for me, he was a little bit similar from a goal accuracy to Darwin Núñez a little bit. People were gonna be hiss and boo at me on that one, but I felt a little bit the Gakpo is sort of similar in that respect, where you imagine he should be scoring that goal and then he doesn't score that goal. A lot of chances. So I don't know. But Mo, and he's been off absolutely, but he comes back and he gets those curlers in, and you're like, what?
He does. He's dangerous on the right side. Oh yeah.
It's absolutely bonkers.
That's the side that Stuttgart is lacking right now. We're definitely lacking on the right side.
Send a letter.
All of our play goes to the left.
Type up that letter, Rob. Type up that letter. All right.
I'll do it in English and Arabic.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Google Translate. Please translate this into.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's better if you use ChatGPT. ChatGPT does it a little bit better.
Yeah.
I use that all the time here in Germany whenever I have to do something something official. I always use ChatGPT, and because you can tell it, hey, make this sound a little more casual. You know?
Absolutely. I do it just to annoy the family. It was I always go like, let me ask my girl, and then I bring up ChatGPT, and it starts out it's like, hi, João, and I'm like, hi, question for you. And usually I do it like when I'm fact checking somebody in my family, and they find it annoying and funny at the same time. I always find it funny. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. Yep.
I say we take a little break, and then we got a couple more games. We definitely want to talk about the MLS Cup final.
Absolutely.
And then the World Cup draw. Some very exciting controversies around that. So,
it was pretty wild.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. And we are back.
Welcome.
We're happy to be back. Are we happy to be back?
We're always happy to be back.
Okay, good.
All right. Always.
And let's talk about the MLS final. It's rigged, Rob. It's rigged. I said if Miami wins and Messi's holding that trophy at the end, it's rigged.
And he did. This is like 15 years in the making or something like that?
Yeah.
For David Beckham when he first signed.
He bought the club for $25 million, and now it's worth something billion or whatever.
Oh yeah,
must be nice.
Miami has their title. Yeah. This is what they wanted. Messi has a trophy, unlike Ronaldo. In the league that he's
that's true.
Yeah.
Ronaldo has not done it for the Saudi league.
Not yet.
Quite yet.
Not yet.
3-1 with a 3-1, and look at the scoreline was not the game, so they did win 3-1. Vancouver Whitecaps were definitely putting up a fight. Starts out with an own goal, unfortunately for Vancouver in the 8th minute. It's 1-0 Miami, and then Ahmed from Whitecaps. Take it back. It's 1-1 at that point in the first half. So the first half ends at 1-1. I had that wrong. It's 1-0 in the first half, and then Ahmed in the 60th minute equalized it 1-1 at that point. And then from there, it got a little hairy. But Vancouver was they were putting up the fights. I thought maybe. I thought maybe, it's funny too, because I had to watch the game in my car. My daughter had like an internship orientation thing.
Yeah, you sent me that picture.
Yeah, and I was like sitting in there for like, I don't know, I want to say it was like almost 3.5 hours. So actually I watched the second half of the Liverpool game. So I'm screaming in my car at that point. And then somebody actually had, and I'm the worst MLS fan ever, but I had a buddy actually remind me that the MLS Cup was on. I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about, maybe I can go get a beer somewhere. But I just started watching that in my car, and and then she came out. We did in and out. It was kind of a nice day. It was a nice day. But DePaul in the 71st minute gets a goal in 2-1, and then right in extra time, Allende scores for their 3-1 with a Messi assist. I don't know if you remember that, but it was a nice little.
Oh yeah.
And at some point, like I think in that goal, they do such a nice little ticky-tacky situation right at the end of the goal where the dude just ends up walking the ball right into the goal.
Yeah. So Messi he ended up having 2 assists this game, and. That's right. The app that I use, they obviously have Messi as the highest rated player on the field.
But of course.
Yeah, so he did have those too. So, I don't know what else to say really about MLS. I think it would have been nice if Vancouver would have won it too. I don't know if have any of the Canadian teams won the league ever? There's only 3 of them. But, but Miami... congrats to them. Congrats to David Beckham and this project that he, I guess foresaw, 15, 16 years ago, however long it was that he signed with the MLS and made that crazy transition from playing in the Premier League and in Europe in general over to the MLS. He's done it. So Hopefully let's couple that with the World Cup about to happen, and then the MLS switching its schedule, and everything else that could possibly come to pump the game up in our country. So yeah, and not just congratulations to Messi and Beckham, but to all the other players on the team too. There's a lot of guys that they've only ever played for Miami, even before Messi got there. So there's actually a guy from around here that up until like 2 seasons ago, he was playing for Inter Miami. And then I guess, people move, people change. I'm not sure where he is now, but he's a kid from the local area here that used to play for Inter Miami. So
yeah.
They've come a long way.
Yeah, I think they were bottom table team until Messi got there. Yep. I think in their first, because he came in like mid season. It was during the World Cup. I remember when they announced it. It was some and I thought it was fake news, like a fake news situation. Like they were just promoting Miami, like putting the name out there. And at that time, remember you were thinking like, just no, come on,
there's no way
this guy he just won the World Cup. He's not going to MLS yet. He is. I think he's almost 40. He's like 30, 38, 39.
38. Yeah.
Somewhere along those lines. So he is MLS. Prime, but you didn't think at that point he would be going over there. So, but
at that point, you win the World Cup. I mean, he's won every trophy.
He's won everything.
So you might as well go someplace and I don't know, have a new challenge. And now, I mean, that challenge is over.
Yeah.
Maybe winning the CONCACAF Champions League. Maybe they're going to aim for that, or back-to-back championships. But because I think he just signed an extension too. So.
Yeah,
we'll
I think he's having fun in Miami. I think he's having fun in Miami.
Absolutely. And then
I don't know about the colors.
The corner, so.
Yeah, I don't know about the colors. The MLS, the Miami colors. I'm not
that
like
pink.
Yeah, it's like it's not a nice pink. It's like a. And any Miami fans are going to be not happy with me, but maybe they argue about it too. But
it's that warm pink. It's
like
Miami. I liked when
I guess it's a Miami color.
I liked when they had the Miami Dolphins kind of greenish color as their that was their home jersey, I think, a couple of seasons ago. But I've always liked that one. But
yeah. It was an exciting match, and again, if you're as a neutral, it's like that's pretty good. And again, I got to say, like, I was actually at the LAFC final when I mentioned on the other pod before, and it was, for me, like, when them winning, it was, to this day, probably still the best live live sporting event that I've ever been to. Was that. So it is very exciting to win the MLS Cup. So yeah, congratulations to Messi and Miami, and we'll see what the next year brings with the new schedule, like you were saying, and too bad for Mueller.
But he'll be back. He'll be back next year.
He'll be back.
Yeah, and he'll have an entire summer off too, because obviously he's not playing in the World Cup.
Yep.
So he'll be
full
season dedicated to.
He'll be there though. He'll definitely be involved somehow, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
We had the FIFA World Cup draw this past week, and I was so busy with work stuff that I completely. So I always usually put it on my calendar, and I actually usually watch it in full when it's happening. Just have it on in the background, and I completely missed it. So I got all the results, but I missed the fanfare and the awkward. Player and people moments, all that stuff. So I did miss it. So
I didn't watch any of it either. I don't know what we were doing. But I was doing something and looking at it. But now I don't remember where I was or what we were up to. I think we were were we at a Christmas market? I don't even remember now. But we were doing something, and I was like looking at it. My wife was like, "What are you doing?" So, yeah.
Did you ever get that Christmas sweater?
I decided not to. We're having this like award ceremony thing kind of, and I'm getting an award, and I didn't want to wear that
look at you
and be in the pictures because they're gonna post it on the website. So I was like, I'll just wear a regular polo.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, you had I'm looking at the there's a lot more teams, so there's it goes all the way to Group L this time. I mean, looking at the groups, you guys can find this online. I'm not going to sit here and read every single country, but I mean, looking at the groups, do you see any? Looking at the big guys, Group C has Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, and Haiti. Morocco was, if you remember, in the last World Cup.
Yeah.
They did some damage. They were looking really, really good. We got Hakimi and some other players, and I think they got pretty. They
made it to the.
They get to the semis.
Semis,
no.
I think it was, or is it the quarters?
Yeah.
It might have been the semis. I know they're the farthest advancing African team. I do know that much.
Yeah, and they were excellent. I mean, they were like there's always questions about like the U.S. and like why can't U.S. have the their Morocco time in the World Cup? So I'm excited about Group C. I'm very happy about it. So I can at least see so maybe for like Scotland and Haiti that would be a group of death for them. But not, you know what I mean? But you never know. You never know. You don't know.
A lot of time between now.
Oh, and there's always so much drama and everything. You have no idea. So,
absolutely.
But for the big guys, let's see: Mexico, South Korea, South Africa, and then whoever the UEFA playoff winners are, which could be Czech, Ireland, Denmark, North Macedonia. Yeah. I could see South Korea.
Yep.
And Mexico getting out of this one.
And so there's going to be 3 teams potentially, because this is one of the because of the number. The best, I think 4. I don't know, third place teams make it out. So something that's weird about this Group A. So Mexico is playing in the first game, and they're going to be playing against South Africa. And what's crazy about that is at the 2010 World Cup, the first game was Mexico against South Africa, and this game will take place exactly 16 years to the day of that game. And that first, I don't know if you know that the first goal that was scored at the 2010 World Cup, but it was scored by, I will butcher this name, but it was like Chalalalaba. It's something along those lines. My son definitely knows the name, and that goal was a screamer. That goal defined the rest of his career. I think he only played for probably like 4, 5, 6 more years after that. But it's just crazy that this game is happening 16 years. It's the opening match, just like it was in 2010. I sent you that video earlier. I think FIFA did some kind of crazy engineering of the draw, I'll say, so they could get some of these matchups.
I have seen some like rigged. I think you sent me one where I don't remember what the draw was, but like you see his hand in the bowl.
And he's not touching them the second.
He's not touching anyone except for the one on top, and then he pulls that one out. I don't know.
Because
you never know.
If you look at it, Portugal got a pretty favorable draw there. They got Colombia, Uzbekistan, and then whoever makes it out of DR Congo, Jamaica, and New Caledonia. So there's only 3 teams there in that FIFA playoff. So I think that's probably the weakest group. Colombia, don't get me wrong, you can't sleep on Colombia, but I think it seemed like it was engineered so that Portugal will definitely make it.
Group K. That's right. Yeah. Colombia. They'll get out. Colombia is always good. You got Luis Diaz, who actually does really well for Colombia. Absolutely. I remember that one Brazil game where he alone killed Brazil in that game. I think it was like a 2-0 defeat. That'll be good. That'll be a good one. I think Argentina got it easy too with Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Yeah. I think France got it easy with Senegal, Norway.
Well, I don't know, because remember, in European qualifying, Erling Haaland, he scored like 15 or 16 goals or whatever.
What am I talking about? Haaland.
Because that's the FIFA playoff too. So that 4 team will be Bolivia, Iraq, or Suriname. I'm sure Bolivia will probably make it. I don't know, but and Bolivia's not a terrible team. They're pretty decent, but and Senegal has a good team too. I'm pretty sure that Sadio Mane is probably going to be on that team. He's playing
last World Cup.
Now. Yeah.
I only see him. when I'm watching the African Cup of Nations. I never. Is he still at Bayern or
no? He's in Saudi. He plays on the same team as Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah,
yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I haven't ventured over there, but I actually watched a couple games just to see my boy. So those are the days, man. I miss the. Sorry, I won't make it all Liverpool centric, but I do miss the Mane Salahs and the Bobby Firmino days. Yep. Anyway, yeah, let's look at this thing. And the U.S. You got Paraguay. They've some of these. I do worry about the U.S. and some of the friendlies. I don't know if you watched a lot of the friendlies. Obviously, they're all friendlies, so they're not really. Yes, they're competitive because they want to be competitive, but they're not. They're not qualifying, so they're not. It's do or die. They don't really have a lot of do or die moments. Some of the results were a little iffy. I could see it being tough with Paraguay. I remember Australia in the World Cup, and those guys are fighters.
Oh, they are absolutely. And then
I could see it being difficult to get with those guys or beat those guys.
The team that's going to qualify. So Slovakia beat Germany recently, and had Germany kind of worried about whether they're going to make it to the World Cup. Yep. Kosovo, they're kind of an okay team. Turkey is absolutely a threat to the United States if they make it. And Romania, they're I would put them on the same level, or maybe just slightly above Kosovo. But if Slovakia or Turkey make it, one of those two teams, they're going to be a problem for the United States. 100%.
Yeah. It'll be interesting if the U.S. get out of the. I'm really hoping for. I remember the 2014 World Cup when the U.S. had a good run with Howard saving the day in almost every game.
Secretary of Defense, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
that's right. Yep. And we'll see. And then Mexico will de-thaw Ochoa, for the for the World Cup.
He's frozen in carbonite. Yeah, they'll definitely bring him out.
Every 4 years they de-thaw him. Yeah. Let's see. And then Egypt, Belgium, they'll have a tough time. It's Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. I remember. Obviously Belgium got some great players, De Bruyne and
Lukaku.
Can't remember his name right now. Man City, Lukaku, and then who's that? Oh my God, his name's skipped out of my brain the minute I thought about it.
Story of my life.
Man City.
Man City,
the
Belgium.
Man City player. Yeah. Oh my God, what's his name? Everyone's yelling.
Yeah.
While they're listening to this.
They're typing
but he's good.
Right now.
But he's good, okay? And he's one of the ones who are going to make it tough for my boy Mo Salah. I think Egypt have a tough time on the world stage. I don't think they often get out of the group when they do qualify. Iran was tough. Iran was tough. That's right. Doku. Yeah. Yep. He'll definitely be they'll be contenders. Belgium. I always think every World Cup, Belgium will be a contender, and they kind of fizzle out.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. This is all. I'm so excited, Rob. I'm just after the draw, and it's becoming more official. They're releasing the schedule, and it's coming up. It's coming up fast. I think it's definitely less than 200 days now. I can't remember.
Absolutely,
can't remember what it is. So.
I definitely have to bring up Germany because if I don't, people will kill me. Germany's in Group E with Ecuador, Ivory Coast, or Côte d'Ivoire, and Curacao. I kind of feel bad for Curacao.
Boo! another easy one.
That is a pretty easy group. I think Ecuador. Well, Côte d'Ivoire typically has a really, really good team. Typically, Ecuador. I don't know. I haven't seen too much from Ecuador. I don't really watch too much of CONMEBOL if it's not Brazil or Argentina, to be honest with you. And then you throw some Colombia in there. I do feel bad for Curacao. I think Curacao might be the lowest ranked team. They may be above Haiti, I'm not sure, but Germany I think is not really going to have a hard time, which is good because Germany has had some struggles recently. We don't know who, I say we, but I'm like an honorary German, but they've had some struggles in the past, and people here, they kind of will go after the national team coach hard in the press. So Julian Nagelsmann, he is, he's the manager, but we'll see. I think Germany will get out of the group, and then from there, it's up. Anybody can win it once you get out of the knockout stages. So
yeah. I hope they don't. I'm sorry. 7-1. It's you know, I saw a little reel that was kind of a funny reel about how the 7-1 is Brazil's like 9/11. You know, it's like everybody remembers where they were when that happened. Let's just say I do too, and I remember starting my day off in my Brazil jersey, and then coming home and never went outside with it again. Like I remember going to like Starbucks, be on the way to work, and somebody was like at the Starbucks was like, "Let's go Brazil, yeah." You know, and at the beginning of the day, I was like, yeah, you know, and let's just say that. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm getting all choked up. It's
a rough one, but
it was
for me. Yeah. I've always
I'm a Germany hater, just so you know.
I've always told my wife
during the World Cup, only during the World Cup.
I support Germany unless they're playing against the U.S. And Germany and the U.S. are going to have a friendly shortly before the World Cup. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the U.S. So we'll see. I'll be wearing my U.S. jersey on game days for the U.S. I'll be wearing my Germany jersey on German game days. But whenever they're playing against each other, I'm sorry, I'm an American first. So I hope both teams do well, and I actually hope everybody else does not. I mean, I do want Brazil to go far. I do want, because I think the soccer world is a better place when Brazil is doing well, and we need that beautiful game that people like you and me from the 90s and the early 2000s that we're missing, that we haven't really had. So we'll see what Carlos Ancelotti can do.
We'll see. I'm telling you, like, I used to go into every World Cup with just full confidence, and especially after the 2002, and then let's just say that the confidence has shifted a little bit, just a little bit there, Rob, just a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. But I'm like you. I have, obviously, I'll be rooting for the U.S. And Brazil. I do like. I loved watching Japan. Last time the Samurai Blue, they were so exciting in the last World Cup. So I hope they continue that. That it was every match, like they were beaten. I think they beat Argentina once. I think they beat I can't remember some of the other teams, but it was like, very, very exciting matchups where you think they wouldn't pull through, and then they do. So they're really exciting to watch. And they're going to be up against Netherlands. So you got my Gakpos, my Van Dijks, and so on. So that'll be interesting.
And then if Sweden makes it out of that playoff, then Isak might be playing there.
So, that's right. Yep. There's gonna be a lot of great players on the world stage. Trying to get those goals in and trying to get that fame. And then Group I has France. Did we talk about France already? Oh, we did. Oh no, sorry. I was Group H. I want to talk about Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. I always think Spain's gonna win it. So lately. So that's how I feel.
I've been seeing some conspiracy theories about it. That Adidas, based on this advertisement that they have, says that the team that's going to win it has a red kit. There's only two teams that have that: Portugal and España. Those are the only two teams.
Yeah.
I mean, Spain. I think, and I'm sure we'll do a big World Cup preview show before, but
World
Spain
Cup special. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah, still got some slots to be filled, and and there's still a lot of club to happen between now and then. So players are going to get injured. Players are going to change their club teams, and there's going to be a lot that happens between now and then. So
don't say the I word. No injuries, please. Yeah. Hey, actually, it's kind of funny because I do every time we get closer to the World Cup and there's games and you see one of your players on a team get injured, and you're like, no.
Absolutely, and I'm
and
hoping,
No,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you got it. Please, Bob. Please.
Stuttgart, we have two players I will say that are solid like picks in Maxi Mittelstadt and Angelo Stiller, and then Dennis Undav possibly too. And we've had some more in the past, but I think those two are definitely locks for the team, and I hope that nothing happens to either one of them. One's a midfielder in Stiller, and then Mittelstadt's he's a left back. So hopefully, we'll see. We will see. Yeah. Hopefully they stay.
We got a lot of time. How about we get into the tingles of the week with the getting out of the tingles of the World Cup, which I have every day. I think about it almost every day. Let's see. You want to start with your tingles of the week?
Absolutely.
There, Rob?
Well,
Do it.
I'm gonna go with my Stuttgart matches, obviously, because
Let's hear him.
We're coming off of a terrible loss to Bayern, but that's gonna be the last time I talk about that. Thursday, Europa League. We are hosting Maccabi Tel Aviv. Now, I'm hoping this game is in Stuttgart, so I'm not going to this game. There's no way. It's on a Thursday night. I don't want to mess with that at all. But I'm hoping that with this game that we can solidify our place in the knockout stages. Hopefully, we can score enough goals to be able to, have a solid goal differential. Maccabi Tel Aviv right now, they are sitting in 35th out of 36, which is pretty good. They have no wins. They have one draw and 4 losses and a minus 13 goal differential. So I'm hoping that we can put them away. Right now we're sitting in 12th. If you can get into the top 8 slots, then you get like a first round bye sort of for the knockout stages. And I think we're going to be angry and hungry coming off of what happened this past weekend, which we won't talk about anymore. My other match, this one's going to be big because this is like local. So we're playing against Werder Bremen in Bremen. My neighbor across the street, Christian, I hope you're listening. I gave you the link to listen. I hope you hear this.
Pay attention.
I hope that we destroy Werder Bremen. Now, don't get me wrong. I have been to 2 Werder Bremen games with him, sitting in the away supporters section. I don't hate Werder Bremen. I really don't. They're a solid team. Solid history. Great fans. But they are playing against my beloved VfB. I hope this game is at 19:30 on, I believe, Sunday. So I will be watching.
19:30. I got to do some math.
That will be 10 o'clock your time. 10:30. Sorry, 10:30
nice.
your time.
Oh, good job.
I hope that we destroy them. I need 4 goals at minimum.
Your friend is reeling right now. He's reeling.
He is. I'm sure.
He's like, I'm not gonna listen to this pod anymore.
I'm sure he'll be upset, but I'm hoping that we destroy them. I hope that we're still not over what happened this past weekend, even though we got a game in between then. But this is Bundesliga. We really need this. We're sitting in 6th place right now, and I just want them to destroy them. That's it. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Remember, I went over to the Stuttgart side with you for my Bundesliga team, so I'm with you. Whatever you say, Rob.
Yes.
Unless your neighbor's bigger than me.
He's a former player, so he's like 6'5", I think. He's a big guy. Yeah,
you're gonna have to sneak home after this.
Yeah. Well, he's literally right across the street. So
yeah. Yep. That would have been a good matchup to go to together on that one and see who walks away with the points.
Yeah. But it's in Bremen. That's way up north.
It's too far. Too much. Yeah.
Especially on a day before a work day. But
yeah. I felt that way just going down to LA to go see LAFC games. I'm like,
yeah,
45-minute train ride. And what have I become? Singles of the week. Obviously today there's the inner game with Liverpool, so that'll be very exciting. Champions League at 12 p.m. PST.
Yep, I'm gonna check that out. That's
yes, absolutely. So I'd like to see if maybe it looks like we're still having issues with conceding goals. A lot of issues in the defensive areas. Handballs and tough tackles in the box. So hopefully none of that stuff happens. But it looks like we have figured out how to get the ball in the back of the net. So hopefully that continues. So I'd like to see if that continues in that game. So that'll be very exciting. Definitely got the tingles for that one. And then on Wednesday, same time, 12 p.m. PST, we got Real Madrid versus Manchester City. I will definitely be watching that one. Hoping for a bunch of Vinny Jr. and Mbappe goals, but we'll see. We shall see. But that'll be very exciting.
Absolutely.
How about you? How are you feeling about that one?
Not good. Whenever you play in Madrid, that's a difficult place to play.
Yes, especially during Champions League. Real Madrid love
that's their
Champions
competition.
League.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, hoping for at least a draw, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
we'll see. Maybe Foden will go out there and score 3. You know,
maybe he's actually back. Him and Holland. Well, we'll see. We shall see.
But I also think that Mbappe has a lot to prove still, and I think he's gonna try to do this thing. So.
He seems to, like, every time I tune in, maybe I'm the good luck charm. I do tend to see an Mbappe goal. So he's I feel like he's averaging, maybe it's slowed down a little bit, but I think he was averaging at least a goal a game. So which in my book, anybody's book would be good. He started out kind of slow, and I think he's at peak now. And then on Saturday the 13th. I had it up and then it disappeared.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Liverpool Brighton. That's a 7 a.m. game on Peacock, which means I can't record, which means I will be watching it. So, and I often 7 a.m. That's not so bad, and even if I can't record, I'll definitely be up there. But the worst thing was what I usually get. I got some buddies who text me, but they don't say things like, "Oh, tough game." They say like the score.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, "Wow, 2-1 Liverpool," and I'm like, "Oh man." So I don't like to often watch, specifically Liverpool on delay at all. Yeah. So, but if it is a 4:30 game, I'm still up. You know me, I'm still gonna be watching though. Definitely. So again, I want to see if they can. Let's get up that let's get up that table, please. Also, not everybody's tingles, but for me, I got Arsenal Wolves, and I have been watching Wolves games. They played Manchester United. Remember, right? It was, and I think this was yesterday's game. Like it was a Monday afternoon game, and it started out kind of strong for Wolves. I think did they draw first blood? I can't remember, but I remember sending you a scoreline photo of the TV saying like maybe this is it for them, and then I think Man U won. Yeah, it was 4-1 or something.
Yeah, I put €5 on that game for Wolves, and I would have won €26 had they won.
Yeah,
but, it's not in the cards. So
no, not at all. So maybe this will be their hidden. Sometimes the top of the table guy gets beaten by Scrappy. Not looking good for Wolves.
This is top versus bottom. That's right.
Yeah, this is top. Yeah, very tippity top to the tippity. What's the opposite of tippity?
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom.
and Wolves still has not won a game all season.
Yeah,
13.
So I'll definitely be watching that. I'm curious on that. That's a nice noon game. I mean those are my tingles of the week. All very, very exciting games. I'm excited, Rob.
You and me both.
You excited?
I am. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to Thursday too. I need a pick me up. I need a foul FB pick me up.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I'll be rooting for you. Yep. Your neighbor next door will not be rooting for you.
He will.
But
he will
I'll be rooting for you.
Well, on Thursday he will be, because it's always good when the German teams win in the competition. But
there we go.
After that game ends, he might not even talk to me.
Total flip.
Gotta make sure he doesn't put anything on my door or anything green and white from Werder Bremen. Yeah.
It's gonna be the head of a chicken or something, bloody. Yeah. I'm giving him ideas. He's I'm going to write that down. I like that one. That's a very good one.
He definitely doesn't sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I have two German voices. I got the Klopp. What's the matter? I got the Arnold Klopp. What's the matter? And then I got the yes. I think you're going to lose this game. I don't know. I have no idea what anybody sounds like. But those are my Germans. So I offended everybody in that hemisphere. Yep. All right. Well, I think we have I think episode 6. Episode 6?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Episode 6.
Look at us being consistent and
right?
dropping eps every week. Come on.
And we got listeners now in 5 countries. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Yes, I have. Yeah,
it's very exciting. I don't know who's listening in Pakistan, but thank you. Thank you very much.
I won't do my Pakistani my accent. Yeah, no, that's very exciting. Definitely if you're on Apple podcasts, give us that 5-star review, and if you want to add a review in there as well, please do. So wherever you listen to us, give us that review, and feel free to hit us up on our email, old school Soccerholics
and our socials.
Soccerholics podcast
and our
at
socials.
gmail.com, and our socials. We're on Instagram and on what have we got? TikTok and
we're on
some
Instagram,
other things.
TikTok. Threads.
We're very bad at the socials. We're two old men. We're two old men who are like, what do I do with here's a photo. We're not on Facebook yet. I thought we would get the pod going and then see that's
out there.
It's a lot of work.
Facebook is harder than the other socials for sure.
You gotta actually write.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on there.
But hit us up, and if there's things we can do that any improvements or
anything you want to hear,
you'd like us to hit.
Absolutely.
Let us know. All right. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening,
Soccerholics,
and hope your teams win, unless they're playing ours.
Hey there, soccer fans. If you liked today's episode, what should they do, Rob? What should they do?
If you like listening to us and you're a soccerholic, we're available on all podcast platforms and apps. Leave us a review, leave us a like, leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, and don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about us. The more people we got listening, the greater the podcast can be.
Do it, because we don't have any friends, okay? So you do it.